What's up, everyone? It's Theory Time Thursday, so let's discuss a few. First off, what is Jon Snow's real name? Or better yet, what did Lyanna whisper into Ned's ear in Dorne at the Tower of Joy?
I don't want to die.
You're not going to die. Get us some water.
No water, just
Is there a mace there?
Listen to me, Ned.
I don't know about you, but me personally, I heard either Aemon or Aegon. Although it was most likely filmed similar to the scene in The Walking Dead in which Negan savagely beats a member of Rick's group, in the sense that the scene was filmed intentionally ambiguously, or in Game of Thrones' case, the words being mumbled and not easy to make out so that we could not decipher what Lyanna whispered or who Negan bashed. I'm going to show to you guys a few examples of why I think Jon Snow was named Aemon Targaryen. In A Storm of Swords, Jon remembers playing in the crypts beneath Winterfell with his brother Robb. Jon recalls that he would yell out, "I'm Prince Aemon." Jon is of course referring to Aemon the Dragon Knight, and Robb would shout back, "Well, I'm Florian the Fool." This wasn't the only time in the books Jon compares himself to an Aemon of House Targaryen. But for this theory's sake, I'm going to give examples of how Jon is likely named after Maester Aemon and not Aemon the Dragon Knight. At one point in the first novel in the A Song of Ice and Fire theories, A Game of Thrones, Jon thinks of deserting the Night's Watch and joining his brother Robb Stark to march on King's Landing once he hears that Ned Stark is imprisoned in King's Landing. Jon goes through an internal monologue where he thinks of how wielding Longclaw doesn't make him a Mormont and how he and Maester Aemon Targaryen had chosen honor 3 times. In Season 1 of the television series, Jon was given a speech from Maester Aemon telling him about when House Targaryen was usurped from the throne and most of his family brutally slaughtered, Aemon still chose his brothers, the Night's Watch, over vengeance for his family. A speech that may have ultimately saved Jon Snow's life. Enter the Red Wedding. More so recently, in the series, in Season 5, Jon is given another speech from the Maester about how he needs to kill the boy and let the man be born. These are just a few examples of how impactful Aemon has been on Jon's life.
How are you feeling?
Oh, like a 100-year-old man slowly freezing to death.
I need your advice. There's something I want to do, something I have to do. But it'll divide the Night's Watch. Bitterly. Half the men will hate me the moment I give the order.
Half the men hate you already, Lord Commander. Do it.
But you don't know what it is.
That doesn't matter. You do. You will find little joy in your command, but with luck, you will find the strength to do what needs to be done. Kill the boy, Jon Snow. Winter is almost upon us. Kill the boy, and let the man be born.
Wouldn't it be funny if Jon was named after the only Targaryen he ever knew? My last nail in the coffin, so to speak, is that in the novels, Maester Aemon is said to keep in touch with his great-great-nephew, Rhaegar Targaryen, or as we know him, Jon Snow's daddy. Aemon is said to have sent ravens that he and Rhaegar had a good relationship. So it makes sense that Rhaegar would name his son after a beloved family member. You all let me know what you think down below about what Lyanna whispered to Ned Stark. My comment section has been buzzing with debate about what Jon Snow's proper bastard title would be. I've narrowed it down to 40% of people think that it should stay as Jon Snow. 30% of you think that it should be Blackfyre since he's a Targaryen, and the other 30% are caught between Rhaegar secretly marrying Lyanna, so Jon is not technically a bastard, and the other think that he should be named Sand since he was technically born in Dorne. I love stuff like this, and I'm glad people can use my videos as a jumping off point to fuel debates. So I figured in order to clarify this a little bit for me, let me know what you all think Jon's proper bastard title would be. Please thumbs up the name you agree with the most so I can find that comment. Since we are already talking about the Starks and the Targaryens, let's discuss marriage theories for Season 6. First up is Daenerys. After she conquers Westeros or before rather, she will need to secure an alliance with the great House of Westeros, and this will be pretty hard seeing as how the War of the Five Kings and the resulting battles have cut Dany's husband choices to nearly zero. As I mentioned in my Season 6 finale video, I did sense a spark between Dany and Tyrion when she was giving him the title of Hand of the Queen. Mainly because of how they interacted with each other, the look on Tyrion's face, and how Dany pulled the Hand of the Queen pin out of her boobs.
I believe in you. It's embarrassing, really. I'd swear you're my sword, but I don't actually own a sword.
It's your counsel I need.
It's yours. Now and always.
Good. I had something made for you. And I'm not sure if it's right. Tyrion Lannister. I name you Hand of the Queen.
Maybe it's just me getting excited over royal tits, but hey, I believe that Dany's best choice for marriage in Westeros will be Tyrion Lannister. He is undoubtedly a kinslayer, but I think the people of Westeros will quickly forgive this, seeing as how Dany will declare it, and she has 3 massive dragons. So if she tells you to jump, the smart response would be, "How high, your majesty?" Furthermore, Cersei just blew up and burned alive about 100 people or so, including the leader of the common folk, so to speak, the High Sparrow. I believe Tyrion's crime will quickly be forgotten by most, but the same cannot be said for Cersei and Jaime. They won't matter once Dany arrives. Some people may get mad with this theory of mine because Jon and Dany getting married is a common choice, but I believe that this is a little too cliche even for Dan, Dave, and Cogman. Brian Cogman, the writer. Wait, who am I kidding? I can't believe so many people want Jon and Sansa to marry. Now that does sound a little cringy to me, but maybe that's because over here in America, cousins who consummate are frowned upon, to say the least. In other societies and cultures, like Westeros, even in real life, the UK, cousins getting married isn't considered taboo or incest. So I guess it just matters about where you're from and how you were raised. I honestly don't believe they would get married. I think the most likely marriage for Sansa is Robb and Arryn. Oh shit! They're cousins as well. Fuck. I can't really win in this situation. In conclusion, it would be awesome just to see Dany meet with Jon and Sansa for the first time, and to see Tyrion's reaction to Sansa and how she's fully matured. I think a lot of people want to see Jon marry Dany and Sansa remarry Tyrion. I could totally see this happening. Personally, I would like to see Dany marry Tyrion and Sansa marry Robb and Arryn. I honestly don't want Jon to marry anyone, because if the legend is true, he will have to pierce his wife's heart with a freshly forged Lightbringer. And I don't want Dany or Sansa or anyone else that he marries that's a main female cast member to die like that. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Links to my social media, as always, are in the description down below. My channel has blown up this past month or so, and I want to thank you all so much for the love and support. I plan on doing another monthly prize giveaway once I hit 5,000 subs. Let me know in the comments section what the prize should be. As long as it's not a Valyrian steel sword or a life-size Jon Snow sex doll, we should be okay. Let's shoot for a goal of 350 likes for this video. You can click up here for more content. Please subscribe. My name's Mark, and this has been Sir Hunt's Refuse.